Hello everyone, this is Karthik, Assistant Professor of Information Technology, Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, and today I'm going to explain about the transport layer in OAC reference model. The transport layer or the fourth layer of OAC reference model controls network traffic between host and end systems to guarantee full data flows and data volume, destination and rate all controlled by transport layer protocols including TCP, UDP, DCCP and SCTP. The transport layer is positioned between the network and session layer in the OSI paradigm. The data packets must be taken and sent to the appropriate machine by the network layer. So after that, the transport layer receives the packet short terms and looks for faults. Subsequently, it directs them to the session layer of the appropriate computer program. Now, the properly structured packets are used by the session layer to hold the data for applications. Next, functions of transport layer. The transport layer is responsible for end-to-end communication of data packets. It is provides a number of important functions that are responsible for reliable and efficient and organized data transfer between host system in a network environment. So the primary functions of the transport layers are to enable efficient network transmission and the transport layer splits the total amount of data it gets from the application running at the top layers into a smaller units known as segmentations. The transport layer puts these bits back together into the original data stream. At the other hand, it's a situation when organized data transfer is required. The transport layer creates a connection between source and destination in order to create the proper parameters and guarantee that both systems are prepared to communicate data and handshake protocol is established. When the data transfer is complete, the transport layer closes the connections. Flow regulation is one of the transport layer's most crucial roles. So in order to prevent data overload, it regulates the data transfer rate. This is done by utilizing protocols like the sliding window protocols, and which is carried out by the receiver telling the sender of the maximum amount of data it may receive by sending back a window. Okay. Next, characteristics of transport layer. So there are five types of characteristics, and that's our service point addressing, segmentation and reassembly, connection control, flow control and error control. The very first one is service point addressing, which means a result of computers running many programs at once. Data is transmitted from one source to the destination, connecting not only one computer to another but also different processes. The header with the address known as service point address or port address is added by the transport layer. And the segmentation and reassembly, the message is split up into numerous segmentations by the transport layer. When it receives it from the top layer, each segment is given a unique sequence number to identify the assembling. So the transport layer reassembles the messages based on sequence numbers, and it has reduced its destinations. Next, connection control. Two services are offered by the transport layer, and both connectionless and connection oriented services are available. Every segment is handled as a separate packet by connectionless services, so they all take distinct paths to get there. Each packet is connection oriented service follows the same path. Next, flow control. Flow control means the carried out end to end rather than a via single link. The transport layer is likewise in charge of it. It is very essential because it is possible for sender to transmit data or information at very fast rate, and hence receiver can receive this information and process it. Next one is flow control. This function is likewise carried out by the transport layer. Error control is not carried out across the single link but rather than end to end. The error control ensures that the data packet is received to the destination without any error. Okay, this is a diagrammatic content is representing the working of transport layer. So consider the previous layer is session layer, and the next layer next layer is network layer. Okay, the meanwhile between working transport layer, so it's translating the data which is received from the session layer to the network layer. Okay, next there are some protocols using in it. That's a transmission control protocol, user datagram protocol, and stream control transmission protocol. Okay, this is what about the transport layer and its functionalities. Thank you.